Hi everyone, welcome back to English 1314. I'm a language nerd. I love learning languages, and I love learning about how people learn them. Still, I know not everyone learns English for fun. Maybe you learn English because you have to. Maybe your job wants it, your school wants it, your family wants it, or you want to travel, study abroad, or pass an exam. Learning a language can be fun, I promise, but it can also feel very hard. Sometimes you sit down to study and you think, why am I doing this? I feel slow. I feel silly. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I never want to open an English book again. If you feel like that, you are not alone. You might be unmotivated, and that is understandable. Language is kind of invisible. You cannot always see your progress like you can see progress in the gym. Sometimes you feel like you work a lot, but nothing changes. That can feel scary. It can feel like you are wasting time. But most of the time, you are not wasting time. Progress in language is often quiet and slow. One day, you suddenly notice, wait, I understand this sentence now. And you don't even remember when it became easy. So today, I want to talk about motivation, because I don't want you to stop learning English, and I don't want you to stop moving toward your goals. A low level of motivation can be strong enough to stop you completely, and I want to help you before that happens. Let's talk about it in a simple way. I will ask you some questions. I'm not only going to give you advice, because learning a language is personal. What motivates you is personal too. These questions are like a mirror. They help you see what is really happening inside your mind. And at the end, I hope you feel less stressed and more ready to continue, even if continue means you take a break first. Yes, a break can be part of learning. It is not a failure. Sometimes your brain needs sleep and space. Okay, let's start. Question 1. Do you really want to learn English? This sounds like a strange question, but please think honestly. Are you learning English because you want it, or because someone or something is pushing you? If you learn for work, school, or travel, that is fine. But when the reason is outside you, it can be harder to stay motivated. So, try to find one reason that is inside you. Maybe you want to watch movies without subtitles. Maybe you want to understand songs. Maybe you want to make international friends. Maybe you want to read books, follow news, or get a better job. Maybe you want to feel proud of yourself. Even a small personal reason can change your energy. Write your reason on paper. Put it on your desk. When you feel tired, read it. Now, if you do want English and you still feel unmotivated, ask another small question. Is this a deep lack of motivation or a temporary one? Deep means, I hate this and I never want to do it again. Temporary means, today I feel tired and I don't want to study today. If it is temporary, my advice is simple. Take a short break. Rest. Walk, drink water, sleep, do something else, and come back later. I love daily practice, but I also love resting on purpose. You will not lose all your English because you rest for one day, or even a few days. Your brain keeps the knowledge. It is not made of soap. It does not wash away in one shower. Also, breaks can help motivation come back by itself. But if it feels deep, Then keep listening, because the next questions can help you find the real problem. Question 2. What are your expectations? And are they reasonable? I want you to do an expectations check. When you started, what did you imagine? Did you imagine you would be fluent in 30 days? Did you imagine every day would be exciting and easy? Many learners have a dream like that. It is normal. Social media can also create this dream. Quick tips, fast results, perfect accents. But real learning is slower and more boring sometimes, so look at your real life. Are you working full-time? Are you a full-time student? Do you have kids? Do you have stress or health problems? If yes, you probably have less time and less energy. And that is not your fault. In that situation, a goal like fluent in 6 months may be too big. Not impossible, but maybe not realistic for you right now. If your expectation is too high, your mind will feel disappointed every week, and disappointment is a big motivation killer. So make your expectations smaller and clearer. For example, I will study 10 minutes a day, or I will learn 20 useful phrases this week, or I will listen to English while I cook 3 times this week. Small goals are not childish. Small goals are smart. They create success, and success creates motivation. Also, choose goals you can control. You can control minutes. You can control practice. You cannot fully control be fluent fast, because fluency depends on many things. Control what you can do today. Question 3. Are you comparing yourself to other people? Please be careful here. Comparing is very natural, but it is also very dangerous. Maybe you see a classmate who speaks better than you. Maybe you watch a YouTuber and you think, their English is perfect and mine is terrible. That thought can grow like a snowball. One small comparison can become many dark thoughts. I'm stupid. I'm too old. I can't do it. Stop that train. Comparison is the thief of joy. It steals your happy feeling, and it also steals your motivation. Your job is not to be better than other people. Your job is to be better than the old you. So instead of comparing, track your own path. Think, last month I learned 200 words. Last month I could not understand this podcast, but now I understand some parts. That is real progress. Walk your road. Don't try to walk someone else's road, because you don't have their shoes, their time, or their life. Also, remember, people often show their best on the internet. You don't see their bad days, their mistakes, or their years of practice. Question 4. Do you actually enjoy English? This sounds rude, but it is important. Some people stop, not because they are lazy, but because they don't like the language. I once tried to learn a language that I did not enjoy. I had time, I had books, I even had a good plan. But every time I opened the book, I felt bored. So I stopped. And that was a good choice for me. Now, maybe you do like English, but you don't like your materials. That is different. Ask yourself, what part feels bad? Is the topic boring? Is the textbook too dry? Is the grammar too heavy? Is the level too hard, so you feel lost? Or is it too easy, so you feel like a robot? Think about what you enjoy in your own language. Do you like comedy? true stories, science, cooking, sports, games, beauty tips, history. There is English content for all of that. Use resources you enjoy. If you learn for school, you still can add fun English on the side. For example, if school gives you boring reading, you can also watch one short video that you love. I'm learning a new language now, and I watch YouTube videos and short TV shows about topics I like. It is still work, yes. Learning needs effort, but effort is not a bad word. Effort is just energy with a direction. My general rule is, do more of what you like. Do less of what you hate. Question 5. Are you using English in your everyday life? If your goal is to feel comfortable, then English needs to live near you, not only in a book, but in your day, and it can be small. You don't need to study like a strict student every time. Here are simple ways. Change your phone language to English for 1 week. Write your to-do list in English. Put small labels in your home: door, mirror, fridge. Talk to yourself in English when you are alone. Describe what you see. The sky is cloudy. The bus is late. I am hungry. Simple sentences are powerful. You can also follow one English account on social media about your hobby. You can read one short post each day. You can listen to English while you clean the house. Even 5 minutes counts. When English becomes normal, motivation becomes easier. Question 6. Are you practicing? Not only studying. This is a big one. If you only watch lessons but never use English, you may feel like you are not improving. Your brain learns by doing. Reading about swimming is not the same as swimming. So, are you practicing speaking, writing, and listening in a real way? You do not always need to pay for a teacher. You can practice for free. You can talk to a language partner. You can join a free online group. You can speak to yourself. You can record your voice for 1 minute and listen again. That can feel strange at first, but it works. You can do repeat practice. Listen to one sentence, stop, repeat it, then listen again. You can do this with easy material. You can write a small journal. 2 sentences a day. Today I worked. I ate noodles. Very simple. You can write comments online in English. You can send one message to a friend. You can answer simple questions in English. You can post a short text online and ask for corrections. You can also practice with ChatGPT or other tools to get ideas and feedback. Practice may feel uncomfortable because you are using a new skill in public, even if public is only your own brain. But discomfort is normal. It is like muscle training. The rule is, use it or lose it. If you use it, you keep it. Question 7. Are you keeping things fresh? Many learners stop because they are bored, not because they are weak. If you do the same kind of lesson every day, your brain may fall asleep. So try something new. Try a new format. If you always read, try listening. If you always listen, try reading. If you always do grammar, try stories. Try a new subject. If you always study business English, try a fun topic like movies or travel for a week. Try a new challenge. Learn a short poem, or memorize a short speech, or shadow a podcast for 5 minutes, meaning you repeat the audio with it. Also, some people like to take a short break from English by learning a little of another language for a few days. That sounds crazy, but it can refresh your brain. There is a farming idea called crop rotation. Farmers change the crop in a field to keep the field healthy. I do something similar with languages. I study one language for a while. Then I switch for a short time. Then I come back. When I return, I often feel more excited. If you like this idea, you can do a tiny rotation. But remember, English will still be here when you come back. Question 8. Do you understand plateaus? A plateau is when you feel like you are not improving. You are on a flat road. This happens to almost everyone. In the beginning, progress feels fast because everything is new. Then later, progress feels slower because you are learning smaller details. It is like climbing a mountain in fog. You walk and walk, and you cannot see the top, but you are still moving. On a plateau, you need patience and you need proof. Proof can be simple. Record yourself speaking today and record yourself again in 1 month. Read the same short text today and again later. Listen to the same easy podcast again later. Often, you will notice progress more clearly like this. Also, on a plateau, you can change your focus. If your listening feels stuck, do more listening. If your words feel stuck, read more. Plateaus are not a sign you should stop. They are a sign you are now in the real part of learning. Question 9. Are you taking care of your body and mind? I know this is not an English tip, but it is a motivation tip. Motivation is not only a feeling, it is also energy. If you sleep badly, eat badly, and feel stressed all day, your brain will not want to study. And then you blame yourself. But maybe the real problem is just tiredness. So check the basics: sleep, water, food, movement, sunlight. Also check your stress. If you are under big stress, your brain goes into survival mode. In survival mode, grammar is not a priority, so be kind to yourself. Sometimes the best English plan is a smaller plan during a hard week. A smaller plan is still a plan. Question 10. Are you afraid of mistakes? This is a secret reason many people lose motivation. They want to be perfect, so they don't speak. And because they don't speak, they feel stuck. And because they feel stuck, they lose motivation. It is a sad circle. But mistakes are not a crime. Mistakes are part of the process. Babies make mistakes when they learn their first language, and nobody says, "Wow, that baby is stupid." So don't say that to yourself. Your accent is not a problem. Your accent is proof that you learned English later in life. That can be a cool story. If you feel shy, create safe practice. Speak to yourself first. Speak to a kind friend. Speak to a tutor who is patient. Start small. 1 sentence, then 2, then a short story about your day. Confidence grows by small steps. Question 11. Do you have a clear goal or only a big dream? Dreams are nice, but goals help daily action. A clear goal answers what, when, and how. For example, in 3 months, I want to understand simple work emails, or in 8 weeks, I want to speak for 2 minutes about my hobby. There is also a helpful idea called SMART goals. SMART means the goal is specific, measurable, possible, important for you, and time-based. Specific means not improve English, but learn words for my job. Measurable means you can count something like minutes, lessons, or pages. Possible means it fits your life, not someone else's life. Important for you means it connects to your real reason. Time-based means you choose a time like 1 month or 3 months. You don't need to be a business person to use SMART goals. It is just a way to make a dream become a plan. Question 12. Are you learning the right things for your level? If you are B1, you do not need the hardest vocabulary in the world. Sometimes learners lose motivation because they choose material that is too difficult. They try to watch fast news or read hard novels and they feel lost. Challenge is good, but too much challenge breaks your confidence. So choose easy plus 1. That means mostly easy but with a small new part. For listening, choose slow English or clear videos. For reading, choose graded readers or simple articles. For speaking, use common topics: family, work, food, hobbies, plans, and focus on very common words. Very common words are words you see again and again, like get, make, take, need, want, try, feel. Learning these words in phrases is even better. Get ready, make a plan, take a break, need help, want to improve, try again, feel tired. When you learn useful phrases, your English becomes more real, and motivation often rises because you can use the language right away. Question 13. Are you reviewing? Or are you only learning new things? Many people love new lessons because new feels exciting. But if you only learn new words and never review, you forget, and forgetting feels terrible. Then you think you are bad, but you are not bad. You just need review. Review can be simple. Look at yesterday's words for 2 minutes. Use flashcards. Read your old notes. Listen again to the same short audio. Review is like watering a plant. One big watering once a month is not great. Small watering often is better. If you review a little, you will remember more. And remembering gives you motivation because you can feel progress. Question 14. Are you rewarding yourself and giving yourself credit? Many learners do not celebrate. They only see what is missing. They think, I still make mistakes, so I am bad. But mistakes are normal. Mistakes mean you are trying. So please notice your wins. A win can be very small. You understood one sentence in a movie. You ordered coffee in English. You remembered a word you learned last week. You spoke for 1 minute without stopping. That is a win. Write your wins down. Make a simple list. Today, I learned. This list becomes proof on bad days. And yes, you can reward yourself. After you study, you can watch a fun video. You can eat a snack. You can play a game. Your brain likes rewards. It is not shallow, it is human. Pat yourself on the back, seriously. If you don't want to celebrate, then I will celebrate for you. Good job. You are doing something brave. Learning a language as an adult is not easy. Question 15. Do you have a plan for bad days? Because bad days will come. Motivation is not a straight line. It goes up and down. So on low days, you need a minimum plan. A minimum plan is something so small that you can do it even when you feel tired. For example, read one short paragraph, listen to 1 minute of English, review 5 words, write 1 sentence. That's it. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to keep the habit alive. Many times, when you start with 5 minutes, you will continue longer. But even if you stop, you still win because you showed up. You can also make your study space help you. Keep your book on the table. Keep a podcast on your phone. Make English easy to start and hard to avoid. You can also find a buddy. A friend can help you. You can share your goal, and you can check in once a week. Now I want to give you a small motivation reset idea. Try it for 7 days. Day 1. Choose 1 easy listening video and listen twice. Day 2. Learn 5 useful phrases and say them out loud. Day 3. Write a short journal, 3 sentences. Day 4. Speak for 1 minute about your day. Record it and smile at your brave self. Day 5. Review everything for 10 minutes. Day 6. Do something fun in English, like a song, a recipe, a game, or a short story. Day 7. Rest. Then choose your plan for the next week. This is not magic, but it can help your brain feel fresh again. After all these questions, remember something simple. It is okay to feel unmotivated sometimes. Everyone feels it. Feeling unmotivated today does not mean you will feel unmotivated forever. Learning takes time. There are ups and downs. Some weeks you will feel strong. Some weeks you will feel slow. That is normal. Don't panic. Don't make a big decision on a tired day. Instead, slow down, adjust your plan, and keep going. English is a long journey, but you do not need to run. You can walk, and if you walk every day, even slowly, you will still move forward. One more idea. Don't wait for motivation to appear like a magic bird on your window. Motivation is nice, but it is not a reliable friend. Some days it shows up, some days it disappears. So build a small system instead. A system means you decide in advance what you will do, even when you don't feel like it. For example, you can connect English to a daily trigger. After breakfast, I listen for 5 minutes. After lunch, I review 5 words. Before sleep, I read 1 short page. This is simple. But it works because it removes the big question. Should I study today? The answer becomes automatic. Yes, but small. Also, keep your materials easy to reach. If you need to open many apps, find the right page and search for the right lesson. Your brain will say, "Too much work," and you will stop. So prepare 1 playlist, 1 book, 1 notebook, and 1 place to study. Make it boringly easy. And please remember, you don't need to study 2 hours. You need to return again and again. Doing a little often is better than doing a lot one time. 10 minutes every day is often better than 2 hours once a week. Another thing, be careful with perfection. Some learners think, if I cannot do a full lesson, I will do nothing. That is a trap. Instead, think about 2 types of days. On a good day, you do more. On a bad day, you do the minimum plan. Both days are successful because you keep moving. If you miss a day, don't do the drama in your head. Just restart the next day. Missing one day is normal. Quitting is the only real problem. And when you feel stuck, go back to basics. Listen to easy English, read easy English, speak easy English, and review what you already know. Basics are not for beginners only. Basics are for everyone. They are like cleaning your room. You do it again and again, and your life becomes better. Finally, give yourself permission to be a learner. A learner is not perfect. A learner is curious. A learner tries, makes mistakes, laughs, and tries again. That is you. Keep going. Little by little, and future you will be very thankful. Here is a quick reflection exercise you can do today. Take 1 minute and answer 3 questions on paper. Why do I want English? What is one thing I can do this week? What is one problem that stops me? Then choose one small solution. If time is the problem, choose shorter study. If boredom is the problem, choose a new topic. If fear is the problem, practice in private first. Also, make a done list. A done list is the opposite of a to-do list. Each time you study, write it down. Listened 8 minutes. Learned 5 phrases. Wrote 3 sentences. When you feel unmotivated, read your done list. It shows you that you are not stuck. You are building something. Like bricks in a wall. One brick is small, but many bricks become a house. And if you ever think, I am too old, please remember this. Your brain can learn at any age. You may learn differently, but you can still learn. So treat this journey like a long game, not a short race. Slow progress is still progress, and progress is the real fuel for motivation. One last tip. Choose one theme each week. For example, this week is food. Next week is work. Then travel. Learn a few words, a few phrases, and practice a short talk about that theme. This gives your study a shape so it feels meaningful. And when you repeat the theme in real life, the words stick. Motivation often comes from meaning, not from pressure. So give your English learning meaning and let it grow. Even if you only do a little today, you are still training your future English self. Thanks for watching English 1314. Please like, subscribe, and keep learning with me next time.